Good evening, folks. Hope everybody's having a great day and getting ready for the weekend. Today, the new Thanksgiving event or themed event started for Fishing Planet, so we're going to check it out. So here we got some information called the Golden Turkey Rush. So here's some of the. I know this jacket is one of the rewards you can get for completing all the event things, and then I think the reels and rods are just themed DLC you can get. Let's take a look and see what we're doing with this here. Go to details. We got we got some the Pilgrim's Doublet, so that's the jacket there, and that's the okay, so that's the DLC pack. Okay, so I guess it's a hat that's the reward for the event. So we are going to be going, looks like, to Lone Star to start to find some golden corn, and I guess we'll find out what the rest of the details are once we get in game. Without further ado, let's go ahead and head on over to Lone Star. Let's check the mission here. I guess we can start the event here. Drag that, so going to Lone Star Lake. And let's find our golden corn to start things out. I'm gonna guess there's probably some right here by the building, and we'll just kind of do a circle around the map to find all the spots here. And I might actually cover back here after we do some, if we hit a snag on progress on the event, I might come back here and try once again to go after Mad Eye. Go and create a club room for this. So anyone, any club members, feel free to hop on in here. Okay, so we've got the, looks like a little wagon with some pumpkins in it. Cornucopia. There we go. Okay, so we found the cornucopia, got some rewards, got 15 golden corn. All right, that. And I imagine we should be getting, okay, looks, all right, here we go, fish frying pan. Each type of fish is delicious in its own way, but this selection of fish will allow you to taste a whole variety. Catch all fish using corn to get a unique selection, okay? So I guess we, okay, we use a telescopic rod, so I'll have to put one of those together. Hey, there's some more golden corn, so you can get some more out of that. Let's walk around the map and see if there's any more golden corn spots, and I guess we'll get a telescopic rod put together to fish with that corn. Which is convenient because I've actually been needing to get another telescopic rod put together, so it's a perfect opportunity to do that. How's it going, Canadian? I finally got my part of my plumbing fixed. I got the lines, which is all snagged, so I got the old lines removed, so I can finally start putting some new ones in. Hope your work over there is going well. Just started this Thanksgiving Day or Golden Turkey Rush event that they've started here today. Right now I'm checking to see if there's any additional corn spots to gather from at Lone Star. But it seems like you can pretty much just catch any fish on any lake between Lone Star and San Joaquin. You just have to use the golden corn. Okay, here we go. We got something here. I guess it's just pointing that I can get some more red worms. Okay. And I guess we'll check this last stretch over here. And it looked like I saw in the patch notes for this that there's some secret missions as well that we might discover along the way, and that there's something at Emerald Lake. So we'll check that out as well. Halfway done, very nice. You're getting there. Looks like the only golden corn spot here is at that spot. So let's go ahead and get back to the world map. We got some more missions. Okay, so here's the rewards you can get from this. Ooh, a neat little kayak. That's pretty cool. And then we get just a trophy and a couple neat looking floats. Not too bad, not too bad. And then a Thanksgiving turkey. Okay, I guess that's another trophy type of deal. Okay, so here's all the lakes and bodies of water that you can get golden corn gathered at. So I guess we can go knock that out soon. and all the different dishes we got to repair. So it looks like we need stuffed carp, fresh fish, assorted sashimi. Interesting. Lots of different things going on here. Okay, so we need to do bluegill, blacktail shiners, sunfish. Okay, so it looks like all of these are going to be on Lone Star Lake. Take the fresh fish and bread, and then take the dish to the cornucopia. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the world map and put together a telescopic rod, and we'll knock this first part of the event out then. I may have a telescopic rod somewhere in my inventory. I'll check through that first. Got a template for one. No, my only float rig is for match rod, so let's see what we got for Telly Dragon. 3 to 13 pound. Yeah, that'll work. Hydrate. Alrighty, got some unsweet tea here for hydration. Cheers, appreciate it. All right, I guess I will unequip the carp rod for now. So put this back in the home thing here. And I guess I lost the leader for that, but that's not a big deal. All right, this is up to 13 pounds. Let's see, what do I have for a reel for that? There's 13 max drag. 12.1, perfect. Throw that sucker on there. Let's try to find some, like, let's see, 12.1. Okay, perfect. 12-pound line. And, oh, my backpack is full. Okay, I guess I need to move some stuff out of here. I'm gonna move my X series line out and get rid of some of these old torn up leaders as well. Go. All right, let's try this again. Let's see, where was that 12-pound line right there? And we need a float. This one looks good. Don't really need a leader, but I guess it doesn't hurt if I've got some. And those are all oversized. And we've got plenty of hooks, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, let's go on into Lone Star and start fishing for these different fish we got to go after. Start over here. All right, go ahead and start a club room again. Yeah. All right, line 2. Let's put a size 8 hook on there, and that should be good for the fish here. And we need that new corn, golden corn. There we go. Okay. So first thing we gotta do is look for some bluegill. So I imagine right over here we can probably catch some of those. Got any bluegill spot recommendations there, Canadian? Since you've been freshly here at Lone Star. All right, what's the depth at this spot? Very deep, okay. Let's start at 35 foot depth or inch depth. And see what we can do. We need 3 bluegill, 3 blacktail shiners, 3 green green sunfish, a couple young channel catfish, and then a buffalo. Yeah, I didn't check the time of day. Make sure we're in an active time before we do this. Go. Got on the bridge or a little ways down the beach. Okay, I'll try from the bridge in that case. Are you casting out towards the lily pads or out towards the open lake area? Open lake. All right. Let's give it a try. Definitely hoping to be able to score that sweet canoe in the rewards. Let's see, this might be too shallow. Yeah. Let me set this a little bit deeper, see how. I guess I'm gonna go about 80" here. Try the other side. Alrighty. Go right along the side of these lily pads here. That's too deep. Too deep. In. All right. Now we wait. I guess the more efficient way to do this would probably be to have 3 telescopic rods, or well, however many you've got a rod stand for, and then just do it that way. But we'll start with just this, and maybe for the other lakes, I'll grab a couple more telly rods so we can do it more efficiently. No bites yet. Let's try getting a little more into the lily pads here, see if that helps. There we go. All right, first fish here. What do we got? Green sunfish. All right, well, that's one of the ones we needed. Hopefully they'll be biting now that we're a little bit closer to the hiding spots for them. Yeah, there we go. That's what I like to hear. Okay, there's a bluegill. Oh, got a snag. What a beast. Good old darkhorn work. Gotta be careful of getting those snags with this golden corn. Don't want to waste it on the weeds and sticks. If I remember right, back in the day, I think I got the young channel catfish either at the end of this little inlet or in the deep part on the other side of the lake. There's a spot where they're popping out of the water over there. So let me try casting over in that area. About here. Doesn't seem like this golden corn is particularly attractive to the fish. I wonder if we need to adjust the depth a little bit. Let's try. Bring it a little bit closer to the surface here. You started on this event at all, Canadian? Seems like it should be reasonable to get through this one as long as the fish are biting. On here, fish. Yeah, here there's been busy on and off for me as well. But weekend time finally. So get a chance to sit back and relax a bit. I wonder if our hook size is the problem. Where else can we try? There's a spot down here I used to fish at, so we'll give it a shot, I suppose. Size 8 and 10. Okay, that's what we've got is a size 8, so gotta find the fish, I guess. Nibble on here. Come on, fish. Yeah, it could just be the time of day as well. Maybe maybe I need to try fast forwarding to where it's like an early morning hot zone. Let's try that, I guess. Let's also adjust the depth on this to 30. Time forward. Well, looks like there's a crest a little bit early, so let's try 1 hour, and if this doesn't work, we'll try nighttime. Keep going through until we find an active spot. Still nothing? All right, I guess I want to try from the bridge on the other side one or two more times here. And then we'll try fast forwarding to the nighttime hot zone. Oh, snagged. Terrible. There we go. Nope, snagged again. There we go. You might go to a public room just to see where everyone else is casting. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see where everyone else is casting and try to follow in their footsteps. We got someone casting out over here. We'll give that a try. How much? It's got to be time of day issue or something, because I am catching nothing here. I don't need a license. I can release the fish. Not a problem. Man, not able to catch anything at Lone Star Lake. I feel like a noob. Switch it down to size 10 hooks, I guess. Have any size 10s? I do not. Okay. Let's grab some. All right, size 10. Here we go. I feel like night's just not gonna be. Let's try just early morning, even though it's not like a premium or hot zone for the fish. Let's give it a shot. I think what I'm learning from this though is that I do need to prioritize getting a couple more telescopic rods so I can keep multiple lines out there. I feel like I'm back on Belaya River right now. That person got something there. Let's do this. Let's extend. Let's put a rod stand out and try this. We'll cast this out there. And while it does its thing, yeah, hopefully, hope you have some better luck, Canadian. Well, let's do this thing. I am going to try a little spin fishing, I guess. Down the straightaway here. I'll build a club room for us, actually, so that way we can get some. Oh, here we go. Get some bonus XP for these little tiny fish. Might as well. Hey, that was a trophy bluegill. All right, so if I release it, does it count? It does. Okay, so you don't have to keep the fish, so that's good to know. So you don't have to worry about the licenses for it. Let me reel this in and I'll start a club room for us. There we go. All right, so while that does its thing, I'll continue doing a little bit of spin fishing. So to start out, you have to go over by the to the building, and there's a couple things to interact with. I'll get you some corn and get the quest started. There's all these panfish at. Maybe we catch a couple smallmouth bass over here on this side. Okay. Here we go. All right, another green sunfish there. I need one more bluegill, one more sunfish, and go look for the shiners, I guess. So that once you get to get that started off, you have to put a telescopic rod on and equip the golden corn to it. Once you do that, it'll give you the fish list. But yeah, over them there's like the cauldron, the stalk of corn, and the cornucopia, the three things to interact with. All right, there's the bluegill done. So I need one more green sunfish from over here. No problem. This is gonna be my sunfish. Nope, another bluegill. But that's gonna be the hardest part of this is not catching the fish you've already caught on the bait. Shiners, I don't remember where I caught those. Look on the map to check their. There we go. All right, now got the last sunfish I needed. So now to go look for the shiners. This away, this in. Let's see, let's go to the map info here. First off, blacktail shiners. Where are you? They like areas with little vegetation and fast current. Okay, all right, that's good to know. So if we go to the different spawn points here, here they specifically say shiner. Nope. So it looks like this area is where I'm going to want to look for the shiners at. Open area with a lot of current. So where's there like no vegetation? I guess just kind of like right out in the middle here. Give this a try. Did I catch 3 of them? 2 channel catfish and 1 smallmouth buffalo. Knock out the Lone Star quests. Something going on here. Yeah, another bluegill. Okay, keep looking for a spot here. Let's see. So go to the check your event missions for me. Like I did the finding the cornucopia, and once I gathered the corn and all that stuff over there at the house, it gave me like travel to Lone Star and use a telescopic rod with golden corn, and make sure it has to be telescopic. It can't be a match rod. And then once I equipped that with everything set up, that's when it gave me the fish list. All right, I guess we'll try this spot for the shiner. And I'll continue to try to do a little bit of a spin fishing while we wait for a bite. Hey, Katsura, how's it going? Hey, and I are out here at Lone Star working on this new event quest on Fishing Planet. Just started up today. Good opportunity to get some nice free things if you can work through the quests. So, Dan, do you remember a spot that you found that was particularly good for the blacktail shiners? Read their description again. It seems like they'd want somewhere with a current. Downloaded but haven't tried it yet. It's a good opportunity. This quest is going to give you. It starts here at the starter lake, so you can get some free goodies just for fishing on the area you start out at. There's some sunfish on there apparently. I'm gonna take my rod stand up and let's go over by the bridge. I bet that's probably where the shiners are. Look at the description of the species again here. Blacktail shiner. So they prefer flowing water with little vegetation and fast current. So where would that be here? Pull out the map again. I feel like maybe this area down here could have a current to it. Metric, yeah, so you can, in the options, you can actually choose, in the settings, you can choose whether you prefer imperial units or metric units. A nice little thing they have. I wish RF4 would add that, because there's a lot of imperial system players on there that can, if they had the option to see imperial units, they probably have a better idea of what they're catching. Me, I'm one of those imperial players, so I have it set to imperial units on mine. Okay, yeah, it's at some point. I know I mentioned, I don't know if Canadians going to look into it or not, but we were talking about the idea of some videos that are kind of like direct migration videos for RF4 players. Like if you want to play the Fishing Planet, here's some things on how they differ between the two games and what sort of knowledge you can bring over with both of them. The DLCs are just items. The water bodies, I think at one point the water bodies were hidden behind DLCs, but they now they're just hidden behind levels. You can use the DLCs to like have kind of like the Norwegian sea trips in R4. You can buy like trips to those lakes, but as far as I understand it, they're no longer locked behind actual purchases. It's just level locked. And the way the premium DLC items work, there's the cosmetic ones, but all the premium items in the game, this is actually something I didn't bring up. I forgot about it on my when I did my first video there. There's on the world maps, there's a actually it might be on one of these. Yeah, so there's a Baitcoin exchange. So two things to know. First off, there's this Baitcoin exchange where you can actually buy or sell Baitcoins, which is the premium currency, for regular in-game bucks, which is a neat little thing. You can earn premium currency by doing missions and taking place in tournaments and stuff in the game. And also the actual items you can get with premium, which I'm in a local map, so it's not going to show them, but essentially premium items also always have an equivalent available for regular in-game currency. The premium just lets you buy it at an earlier level, basically. Yeah, and it's honestly it's fairly just like there's a lot of ways you can do it, especially if you take place in the competitions and tournaments. And you get like every 5 days you get a daily login bonus each day, and every 5th day is a free premium coin. Pretty neat. The biggest, in my opinion, RF4 I think is in some ways more generous with free to play, but in Fishing Planet you get rewarded more if you do pay. Like in RF4, you've got to spend hundreds of dollars to really get anything worthwhile. Whereas in Fishing Planet, you could drop like $20 and have a really nice gear pack. So this game, like, you can definitely play free to play, but if you do spend money on here, you don't have to spend as much to feel rewarded for it as you do on Russian Fishing. Nope. So in this one, fishing spots, it's kind of, that's one of the pros / cons for this game. Where I say it's more catered for a more casual player. It doesn't have rotating spots and bait preferences and stuff like that. So once you find a good spot on here, and that's, oh, there we go, got one of the shiners I needed. There's actually a system in place for it where if you catch a fish, you can actually, I don't think either of these are just regular markers, but you can actually get markers put in that showed you what you used, what time of day, what the weather was, stuff like that. But once you find a spot, it is it doesn't change. So you can look up spots if you want to, and then you'll always know where they're going to be at, or you can just discover them on your own and mark them, and you know they won't change. So in that sense, like the RF4 rotating thing, is kind of cool because it makes it dynamic and feels a little less like fish by spreadsheet. But that's why I think RF4 is better catered towards a hardcore player that has the time to keep up with where the active spots and active baits are. Whereas with Fishing Planet, it caters more to the casual players. Like, I want to go fish for X fish at this lake. I'll just eat, if I know where they're at, or if I have an idea of where they're at, I'll go look for it, or I can look it up one time and like, okay, I can go fish for like 20, 30 minutes, catch one of those fish, and move on to something else if that's all I wanted to do. Yeah, absolutely. RF4, like, I mean, both games are going to have their grind, but I think Fishing Planet is a little more respectful of the player's time. It's like there's not as much grind to it for all the different things. A trophy bluegill. Come on, blacktail shiners. This is what we need. I want to catch more bluegill. That's using up my golden corn. And also being able to afford gear and progressing gear in this game is much more reasonable than RF4. Like, the cost of upgrades and how long it takes to afford those upgrades in RF4 is just ages. Whereas on here, especially when you get to the later lakes, you can spend an hour and get yourself kitted out with the highest equipment you can get for your level, and it's pretty easy to do, which is another great feature. And that ding that you're hearing on this game, if you're holding a float rod, to sort of simulate like in real life, if there's something hitting your line, you're going to feel a little bit of vibration in the pole. So that ding is basically letting you know, hey, something's nibbling on your line. So that way you know it's time to pay attention to your float. And you get your fish quest list to come up finally, Canadian? So there's three tiers of fish in this. Other than there's special fish called monster fish, which is like a special questy fish. You missed the cooking pot. Well, now you can get it going. But there's your common fish, trophy. Well, actually, I guess there's four tiers. There's young, common, trophy, and unique. Trophies are going to be young is like they're super tiny fish. Commons, hey, there we go. I just completed a challenge. I got a couple of the premium bait coins as an example of the getting stuff from a mission there. So trophies are going to be more in line with like a marker, like a chat marker in not quite as common as a chat marker in RF4, but certainly more common than a trophy. And then the unique fish, depending on the species, is going to be more in line with your trophy fish in RF4, or in certain species, they could be more in line with a blue tag, but certainly more common. I could actually pull up after I catch the next fish, I'll pull my fish statistics up, and you can kind of see like how many common I've caught, how many trophy, how many unique. So it's a good gauge. Yeah, trophies aren't like terribly rare in this, especially if you're using correctly sized hooks and fishing the active spots. Then trophies aren't terribly uncommon, but uniques are still pretty rare. Give me another blacktail shiner. There we go. Need one more of those guys. So I'll go ahead and pull up my statistics here on that. So here you can see I've caught 2,527 fish total. Of those, 469 were trophies. So about 1/5, a little less than 20%. And then uniques, I've only caught 21. So that's why I say like uniques are going to be more in line with like an RF4 trophy level of rarity. Yeah, okay, another one. Another bluegill. And another thing you can see with in the map species breakdown, you can actually see the size fish you can catch at that map. So like at this starter map, there's actually nothing that can get to unique size. And a lot of these fish don't get above common. The catfish doesn't get above young, which is like a special, like the tiny, tiny fit versions of the fish. But it'll show you like on this body of water what sizes you've managed to catch on there. So kind of like your trophy log on RF4. Got another ding here. Come on, shiner. Nope. Another bluegill. Nope, sunfish. Don't want all these bluegill and sunfish eating all my golden corn, dang it. Yeah, Canadian must be in a menu or something over there. It's not rendering him. And another neat thing that Fishing Planet does, they actually had one last month. I checked, it doesn't look like they're running one for this event, but for some of their events, they actually, to throw a bone to content creators, they do Twitch drops. So like last month, if you watched up to like 2.5 hours of someone playing on Twitch, you could get a few loot boxes on here which have like XP, bait coins, stuff like that. Here we go. Got the last shiner I needed. Yeah, that was my personal best shiner, actually. Okay, let's figure out where the catfish are going to be at. Let's see. Fish species. The channel catfish, abundant in large streams with low or moderate current. So over here along the dam, I guess. But am I the deep part? I don't know if I'm going to be able to reach with my telescopic rod because it's like way out there. Can I cast from behind this bridge out onto there? Maybe. Give it a try, I guess. Fish off of the white railing. Yeah, I remember like with my longer casting rods, I could cast from the shoreline there, but I guess if I can cast over this, I should be good. I got a marker spot for the deeper parts there. I remember these channel catfish nighttime feeders. Let me take a look at their fish species description again. Yeah, it doesn't really say that they're nocturnal. Go ahead and set this as deep as we can get it. And all right, kind of out there. Maybe this will work. That's another shiner. No, the sunfish. Okay. All right. Man, this is the deepest spot, right? It's not really getting out to the super deep area though, but not much I can do about that. Yeah, I'm gonna try and fast forward it to nighttime. Yep, that's fine. Don't need to keep these fish, so I don't need to get a license. I'm glad that it counts as long, even if you don't keep the fish. That'll cut down when you're traveling to different lakes of having to get the licenses for them. Probably need to upsize the hook as well. I mean, I guess guess it probably will be fine even on a 10, but I'm gonna go ahead and upsize it to like a 6 on me. No. We'll go with 8. Move it up a little bit at least. See you moving around over there. See, I really wish RF4 had these LED light floats because it'd be so much more visible at nighttime. Not to mention the whole float size option that this game has, so you can make a really massive one. Another shiner. Oh, whoops. Apparently I did not release that one. Hey, welcome to the chat there, Banana Good. Like to fish in the game more than real life? It's give or take type of deal. Certainly doesn't feel as bad fishing in game if you go a day catching nothing. Yeah, no mosquitoes, no mayflies, anything like that. Good point. No fish spines cutting your hands up. I was getting the bite sound. I wonder if I should go to an even larger hook size to try to target those catfish. Right, yep, don't have to spend money on gas or anything like that. But you know, it's the best thing about real life fishing is you got some buddies or some family to go fishing with, because then it's all about just bonding and hanging out, really. I'll tell you what is really fun in real life though is actually fly fishing, because there's an art to the way you have to cast and stuff like that. So it ends up being, in my opinion, it's a more interactive and enjoyable way to fish in real life if you have like a river or stream that you can do some fly fishing in. Catching anything over here, Canadian? Got your line in my face. Need to move my foot like that. Go. Oh, okay, well, there's the buffalo. Just need to get the catfish now. I feel like in the past I caught catfish like down here somewhere, but keep trying at this spot. Making pretty good progress here on this quest so far. And just get these 2 catfish, we'll be good to go. Well, we had some ground bait to throw out there, right, Canadian? I feel like you've got an extra long telescopic rod there. There's another spot I can try for these catfish at. They should bite here. Just gotta be patient, I suppose. Have you gotten your free flashlight hat yet on here? Another shiner. Let's try going up to an even larger hook size. Oh no, I've been fine. Okay, I guess maybe I will buy the license because I guess even releasing here at night can get you fined. Let's see. Let's go up to a size 1 hook. These catfish are going to be the hard one, it seems like. Okay, there's one of them. Give me one more of them young channel cats. So yeah, Canadian, I would yeah, it's definitely one where it's worth having the brightness up, but what I noticed is like the hat, I've got some hats that allow me to add like one extra tackle, but I just go with the flight. Now there is, I guess, at Christmas time, you can buy in game a flashlight that you can put on any of those hats with a flashlight slot. So definitely looking forward to that, so I can wear my fancy hats and still have a flashlight. Yeah, when you're ready to go for the channel cats over here, I would go with a size 1 hook. That seems to be seems to work. Come on, catfish. Just need one more, yes. Recast it here. Got it. All right. Let's go turn this quest in, see what we get. Go and fast travel over there to that spot. Okay, we got the fish frying pan, and I guess we go put this in the cornucopia. Got some money and another bait coin there. All right, very nice. Already knocked the first one out. So we got table decorations, collect. Okay, here we go. So travel to Emerald Lake, collect water lilies on a boat, collect bulrush, some shells. So get a bunch of junk, and you get some table decorations. So that's going to be one of the things we'll have to do as well. Corn harvest. Okay, so we've got a bunch of other bodies of water to go fish at. Carp. Not too bad, not too bad. So I wonder how you get the hat. We haven't discovered that yet. let's see, how many different bodies of water are there? We got the Lone Star, so 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 12 total, I guess. So, okay, 2 of them are actually other quests, it looks like. So it looks like there's 10 different bodies of water that we need to go do these quests at. All right. There's golden corn at, okay, so these ones are just harvest the golden corn, but we don't have to actually do any fishing. So let's go down the list here and knock this out before we wrap things up for here. So let's go ahead and go to the Lesney Villa fishery. Let's see, do I need to repair anything? This, it's okay for now. All right, Lesney Villa, that's over in Europe somewhere, if I remember correctly. 120, easy, easy. Let's walk one over there. Let's find the golden corn. Isn't over here by this house, probably? Here's the cauldron. Stuffed carps, all right. Here we go. Got some money and Bitcoin for that. And it looks like here that's some gathering missions. Okay, so we got some mushrooms to gather. Along with some time. And then we have to catch some carp, which do some other time. But might as well gather these up. Easy pickings. Hey, the time's like a little whitish yellow flower. Did I pass any of those already by chance? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, there's one. And is this the corn we can harvest from? Let's see. Looks like it should be. Yeah, there we go. More golden corn. Excellent. We need one more time and a couple more mushrooms. Looks like they all might actually be just in this area around the house there. And for one more time, 2 more mushrooms. Come on, vegetables. There's another mushroom. More. Here's the last one of these. We're in a marathon here. Nope. Nope. No sign of him yet. Ah, there's another time. Just in the nick of time. Nothing like a good pun. All right, where's the last mushroom at? So small, I may have already passed it. Where are you, mushroom? That's a long telescopic rod. I definitely do recommend for this event, since it does seem that requires you to use telescopic rods and everything, that it is probably worthwhile to buy a handful of telescopic rods to put together for it. However many you can carry with rod holders. Where's this last mushroom at? I've definitely passed it. Where are you, mushroom? You're around here somewhere. Very stealthy mushroom. Any mushroom at all? It's hidden in here somewhere. Oop. Ah, there it is. Perfect. All right. There we go. Got the gathering quest out here done, so not too shabby. Fun little quest going through here. We got this lake, catch some carp. Got all these different lakes to go to and do their quest at. Catch some garbage at Emerald Lake, it looks like. But we did finish the Lone Star one. Not too bad. Finished that in less than an hour. Those of you that are going to be getting into this quest, definitely worth it to have a handful of telescopic rods to use. And I'm going to try to continue, probably, even though I usually don't stream on weekends, I will try to do some streams each day this weekend and every day leading up through this event, try to knock out some more of these quests together with everyone. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here for tonight. Hope everyone has a great weekend if I don't see you on the streams. And good luck with whether you're fishing on RF4 or working your way through this event or starting out here on Fishing Planet and Katsura. If you've got any questions or anything like that, feel free to hit us up in the Discord, or once you hit level 5, you can search for the Cred Club here on the club list and send us a request, and we can get you into the club, and you can join us at our club things. We've got an in-game chat, all that stuff. But that said, everyone have a good evening or a good day, depending on your time zone, and I will catch you all next time. Take it easy, folks.